If you ever get a question like this one, this is how you'll answer it. The question is, while monitoring the CTAF, you hear an aircraft announce they are midfield left downwind to runway 12. Where would the aircraft be relative to the runway? Okay, so you see here runway 12 would be here because this is going in 120 degrees in this direction out this way. So this graphic, I aligned it in that southeast because 12 is 120 degrees. So that's what you have to do first in your mind is rotate or visualize the runway. When they give you the runway number 12, which way is that? That's 120, which is to the southeast. Okay. So then they're asking you that you're midfield left downwind to runway 12. Okay, so here's the downwind, and here is midfield right in here. Okay, so if the question is actually asking where would the aircraft be relative to the runway? Okay, so the answer is relative to the runway, it is to the northeast. However, if you get a answer choice that says something different, such as one answer would be south, the other one would be west, the other answer is east. What you want to do with these tricky FA questions is to pick the closest. Okay, in this case, midfield downwind would be right here, as I said, and it's to the northeast. In this case, you would pick east because this is the only one that's anywhere close. Another way to think about it is that remember the standard pattern entry is at a 45-degree entry. And in this case, the 45-degree entry is actually pointed right to that midfield point. Okay, so the FAA really is really stretching the knowledge here. So what you really want to visualize this as a 45-degree entry. If he was saying that they're entering at a 45 midfield, then in this case you can see here's the runway, here's this aircraft, and it is definitely to the east. So again, one of the trickier questions, this is how you really want to answer it. Bottom line is look at the runway number, visualize the orientation, determine whether it's a left downwind. In this case, it's a left downwind. If it was a right downwind, it'd be over on this side going this direction. Okay, because all of these would be right-hand turns, or right downwind, right-hand turn to the base, right-hand turn to the final. But they're asking left downwind. So here's the downwind leg, left turn, okay? And then visualize where the aircraft should be. Okay? If it's mostly to the east or mostly to the north, then just pick the nearest cardinal heading. Okay, the cardinal directions are directly north, directly south, directly east, or directly west.